with Ed and Lauri. My name is Lauri Albert.
And I'm Ed Torres.
I love that.
I know, really.
This show is intended to be a unique take on the world of mediumship and spirituality. And we hope that you enjoy what we are showing you. Yes. We want this to be an interactive show. So we want you, if you can, if you'd like, leave comments on the YouTube page or on our Facebook page, Spirit Connections with Ed and Lauri. Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
All right. So today what we want to talk about is how do we connect? What do we do to connect? Some of the things that we were actually laughing about was we were talking about third eye. Well, what the heck is a third eye? Is it just something just grows on your forehead right here? Well, a third eye is really a euphemism for looking differently at something. Okay, it's sort of like your spiritual connection. When you are holding a baby and you just feel that love, or when you feel your wife or your husband and you just feel that connection, what happens is you just know. It's an intuitive hit that you just know that there's that emotion there. When you're actually connecting with the spirit world and you're seeing them, what's happening is inside of your mind, you're actually going to see what looks like a television show or some kind of a picture or something that's significant. Okay, you're gonna. Some people actually see full physical bodies. Others see in their mind's eye now. Mind's eye, hair, facial expressions, something that's important. Okay, so we see spirit, we hear spirit. Hearing is what? Ideas, thoughts that are coming to you,
or actual noises. One time I was doing a reading and I heard inside of a house, I heard a bird. And they didn't have a bird as a pet, right? No, so you hear stuff. It's crazy. The first couple times that you hear stuff, isn't it like bizarre? Because you're just not expecting it, obviously. But go ahead.
Oh, of course.
You're on a roll.
So there's different ways to do this. I mean, so you see spirit, you hear spirit. Spirit is what? What is spirit really? It's our relations, our people who we love, who've crossed over, and they're still with us. And really what we're trying to do is, it's a continuation of life. All we have done is transitioned out of a physical body into a spiritual world. And so when I say, your dad is here, or your grandfather is here, you don't go and say, I feel energy, or I see a spirit here. No. Be more respectful. I see your grandfather here. Okay? Now all of these tools, to see, to hear, to sense, to feel, some people smell, some
and
people
taste.
Oh, that is a
that's crazy. When that one out. Cookies.
I know.
That's always fun.
You'll be in your car or at work, and all of a sudden you're smelling cigarette. Well, who smoked a cigarette? Who would have been close to you? Well, my dad. Oh, he smoked a cigarette. So just a reminder. There's no way you could have put a cigarette smell somewhere. Yeah. So it's just a reminder, and it's a way to remember them, that they're still around, they're still with you. Yeah. And then, of course, you run into some difficulties with one brings in another, and then you'll feel the shift, you'll feel the energy change, and that's incredible, because all of a sudden the grandfather's there, you bring it through some great feeling and emotion and verifications, then he's gone. And you feel this shift in energy. It's like, it's really subtle. Oh my God. And grandmother just showed up. Grandmother's turn. Boom. Go through the same thing. You build the energy up. You feel that emotion. You tell us all about, we would tell you guys all about what the grandmother did, who she was, her personality. Bring it through her flair or whatever. Something that would be important to you that would really remind you of her.
And sometimes when you're into the channeling thing, you sort of sometimes can take on their personality. And like that's happened to me a lot, actually, right from the very beginning. Like I'll just take on a personality of the person, and it's really all to help the person that you're reading understand who it is. So it's really fun. It's a really fun thing. But Ed really touched on a point where it's like we have to. And this is part of the practice that we do, is that when we have to learn to know the difference between what we're feeling on the inside, our gut instinct, and what we're seeing versus our own self. You know, like the stuff in our own mind. So part of our practice, because we go to a development circle every week at Ed's, and we go every week and we practice and practice and practice. And what that helps us do is distinguish between our own ego, I guess you could say, right? Absolutely. Our own ego and the things that we might think versus what Spirit is telling us. And that's key, actually. That's actually key to giving a good reading, to be honest, don't you think?
And then, of course, there's the difficult parts where you start bringing through somebody who may have left at an earlier age, bringing through an accident, a child, a loss of a child. I mean, those are just gut-wrenching, and they just tear you up. And all you guys out there who are growing mediums, and even experienced mediums, you know what we're saying. You know exactly what we're saying. It's really hard at times to lock onto that and to express that energy of a child, knowing that this mom here or this father here or sister or brother is just going to say, oh my God, that's that child that we just lost a year ago or 3 years ago or whenever. It's like yesterday. It's always going to be like yesterday or today. Yeah. And so there's difficulties, so you have to just kind of work through them, because why are we here? We're here to bring through the verification of life. These beautiful souls are here for you guys. They're here. All we do is we sit here, we connect with these beautiful mothers and fathers and sons and daughters or whomever, cousins, it doesn't matter, friend. We connect with them, we bring through the verifications, we bring through who they are, and then we bring through these messages that are just incredible. I mean, it's pertinent, it's something that's important in your life, it's something that they would have been either known or unknown. If unknown, then they're part of your life still. It's just verification that they're still part of your life. Sometimes the verifications are a little bit unclear, but the message, as soon as you give the message, they're like, oh, that's Aunt Lucy, or whatever, I mean, it's really, really clear at that point. And you know what? It's a matter of, and I say this a lot of times in my readings too, and you tell me if this is actually, because we've never talked about this, but I always look at it this way. We as the medium we have to speed up our energy, our vibration, our energy vibration of our being, okay, in order to speak to the spirits. The spirits are on a whole other plane, and they're spinning really, 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 really fast, and so they sort of have to slow down, and so we have to sort of meet in the middle. Does that sound like a good way of describing that? Absolutely.
It's fine if it's not, but I always like...
Well, maybe it's not. No, just kidding. It really is a good way to explain it.
Right, and when you explain that to people who've never experienced anything like this before, because most people haven't, right, it kind of makes a little bit more sense.
Yes.
It seems like it makes more sense.
And if you think about it, what we're doing when we speed up our body is we're actually increasing the vibration or the energy flow through our body from top to bottom. Yeah. And so if you're not used to it, it gets very uncomfortable. And also, it's just then it's a matter, too. Oh my God, yeah. Exactly. It's a matter of how long can you hold the energy? Can you sit for an hour? Can you actually sit for 3 or 4 hours? Not a good idea, because it just drains you, knocks you on your butt. It really does. Yeah.
And you know what? In the first couple times that you do it, and like I did this big group reading one time, and I read like a whole bunch of people. And it was like the next day I couldn't even get out of bed because I didn't, you know what? I should have protected myself a little bit more. And we're going to do a show about protection and how to do that and stuff. But you know what? Sometimes you get all caught up and you forget to do different things or whatever. And,
Great point. So then, if you want to be a good medium, you want to be a better medium, you need to learn how to work with the body's control. So you got to be careful with your body. Make sure you get the sleep, get the energy, eat right, just take care of it. Walk, exercise, do things that'll help you maintain that energy as long as you can.
Yeah.
It's a vibration, your body's vibration, increasing that energy level.
And you know what? As we start to do more shows and stuff, we're going to be talking more about that. How to open up your chakras. We'll do a whole show. We'll do a whole big thing on that, I have a feeling, because that's a big topic. It's a big topic. And there's so many people out there that aren't familiar with what the chakras are and what they do, So that's why we want to do the show, because a lot of people just don't know this stuff, that sort of thing. But, what we really wanted to do tonight, and I hope you guys can see it, is the full moon. Actually, it's not exactly a full moon. Yesterday was the eclipse and the full moon, and today it's sliver off of a full moon, but it's close enough, right?
Not just the full moon, but it was that blood moon, that really interesting blood moon. That was last night. Yes.
And we talk about, we were talking about energy, and the energy from the full moon and the eclipse. Man, it was. I was getting on my own personal Facebook page. I was getting people coming to me saying, "My energy has been like so crazy today," So, and not to forget that Mercury's in retrograde too. So I know a lot of people hate that.
I hate
it. But you know what though? If you just go into it having patience, it's all good, right? But at any rate, so I digress. Is there anything else you want to say about like the energy and how we?
No.
Those are actually, we should talk of the fact that they are the clairvoyance. A lot of people have heard the word clairvoyance, right? And that's seeing. Like, that's actually seeing either in your mind's eye or it's seeing an apparition, in front of you. Then there's clairaudience, sentience, which is sensing stuff, and feeling like, your gut instinct, which is actually my main one. And it's hard. Clairsentience is difficult because when you have clairvoyance, which I see stuff too, but when you have clairvoyance, you see something there, it's like more tangible, you know what I mean? But for me, it's like I feel it, so it's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, so it's a little bit more difficult to like sense, I think, sometimes.
There's nothing like when you feel the presence of the loved one coming onto you, and then you start feeling part of their physical attributes, your leg or your knee or your foot, the hands. It's almost like you can see your hands getting hard to close, or you start losing your energy. If you were standing and giving a reading, you're feeling a little wobbly now, or feeling a little off, or your back, or if the person was diagnosed with some kind of brain cancer or something going on in the brain, dementia. Oh my God.
Yeah, that one always gets me.
That one always gets me too. Whoa, it's very strong. It's a very strong feeling of loopiness or just headache. It's just, oh my God. Yeah. But once you recognize it, you give the message, you release it. You've got to release that energy. Let it go. Yeah. It's not yours. It's just there to let you know something about that person.
Yeah. Now, next show, what we're going to do is we're going to have somebody in with us, and we're going to read them. And that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be really fun. And you know what we'll try to do is we'll try to make it be like a teaching thing. We'll tell you what we're feeling and how we're feeling it and that sort of thing. So I think that'll be a lot of fun, don't you?
Yeah, that should be very interesting.
Yeah.
If you've never seen a mediumship reading or experienced one, we'll take the time, the extra time, to show you the connections, to explain to you what we're getting and how we're getting the information, and then to bring through those personalities or the personality of whoever's coming through at that moment. And so again, we're looking forward to getting back with you guys about a week or so, and be good.
Take care of yourself. Full moon. Enjoy the energy. Enjoy Mercury being in retrograde.
Here we go.
Enjoy it. It's only for, what, another week and a half, something.
Yep. Hang in there. Go through the rolls.
Exactly. Right. Take care. Oh, and you know what? If you like this video, please share it. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel. And you can reach us separately. You can reach me at Lauri, Lauri, at laurialbert.com. You can reach Ed at...
Mine's is real quick and easy. Ed Torres at edtorres.com.
Right,
simple.
So that's easy. And then please go ahead and like our new Facebook page, Spirit Connections with Ed and Lauri. I don't know if you guys want to go back and look at it, but our first show, I said Spirit Communication. It's like, really?
We're good. All good.
It's all good. So we love being here with you guys. And again, please message us. Give us ideas. Tell us what you want to see and hear and all that kind of stuff. And we look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. Take care from Southern California.
Bye. Bye.